How's that sound? Hi. It looks so yummy. I love that happens when you just like pick a book up off your shelf that's kind of been there for a little bit. Hi everyone, future Cassie popping in here to give a little intro to this vlog because I realized I didn't really make one. Anyway, this is just a super cozy early mid-October vlog that I have for you guys. Some fall leaf peeping in for you, some farmers market galore. I also had a little dinner party that we talk about too, and I did a cute little fall tablescape for it. And I read a new favorite book. A little bit of a teaser, spoiler, oh my god, but here, just stay for all the super fun, cozy vibes. So, thank you so much for checking out my channel, and I hope you guys enjoy. Excuse this angle. The steering wheel is just gonna have to be in the front of it. Okay. It was just huge storm hit. I literally left the house like around like 3:30, got caught in a huge rainstorm, and I was like, no, we're not gonna be doing this. I literally just turned around and went home, and should be done for now. We still might have a couple big, and maybe another surge will come through, but I need to go to Michael's because we are having a dinner party Saturday night, and I really want to decorate it super cute, super fall-like. And before I have to order all of this online, we went to World Market yesterday, like Marshall's, Sierra, and Home Goods, and honestly they didn't have the best stuff. It is almost October 1st, and literally almost everyone is like, no, it's Christmas. And I'm like, okay, it's not even October. Can I buy some fall decorations? Come on. Normally I am like whatever with this, but when you need fall decorations and you can't get them, it's pretty upsetting. Anyway, so we're gonna go to Michael's right now. We're also gonna see if Goodwill is still open because I need to drop off. I have a bunch of stuff in my trunk that I would like to donate, and it was the torrential downpour, so I couldn't do that earlier. So we're gonna see if they're still open. If not, we're just gonna go straight to Michael's and look at their fall decor because I want to make a whole tablescape, nice like table thing. We are going full below deck tablescaping. If you watch Bravo, if you watch Below Deck, you know what I'm talking about. But let's go. It's Friday night. We are just chilling, and Jacob went to go pick up some food because we are just chilling in tonight because we are hosting our dinner party tomorrow night, and we're just kind of getting ready for that. I want to chill because tomorrow it is going to be game time, basically all day cooking and getting ready and all that stuff. So, but I just wanted to pop in here to talk about The Scholar and the Last Fairy Door. This vlog that I'm filming for this is kind of all over the place, so I actually have no idea what I've talked about this. So we'll see if I'll edit some of that. But anyway, I am about 100 pages into this book, and I am absolutely, honestly obsessed with it. I'm so upset that I haven't had more time to just sit down and read, so I do want to dedicate some time later tonight to read like a solid hour just to read and see how far I get. I'm so intrigued by this, and it is giving the best vibes for early October, fall. Like, I think this book can be read in September, October, November, either way to get the fall vibes. And basically what it is it's like it's the 1920s, so World War One, and basically this girl, she's like basically like she kind of lives on the like more on the countryside of England, and her older brother has to go to war. Goes to the war. This is also like in the first like couple pages. Anyway, so her brother goes to war. They don't see him for like 4 years, minimal kind of conversation, and then they kind of like get a weird letter that he's like alive and that they'll be seeing him soon, but he has to stay in the hospital. And they're like, okay. And then this man shows up on their doorstep, and it's like, hey, he wasn't like affected by a gunshot wound, like he was affected by a fairy attack, which already sucked me in, because I don't love like historical fiction books or like World War books. So I was like, okay, where is this going? But then as soon as the ferryman showed up, I was like, hell yes. So then basically like the dude is like, yeah, like there's a whole fairy world, like there's a world with magic. I'm like I come from the magic world. There's just different families, and so basically on the battlefield, someone from one side like opened a fairy door, and a fairy escaped and started killing everyone with this like fairy curse. And this guy who's at their door was able to save her brother, but he's still kind of like injured from it. So finally the brother comes back home, and he's definitely different. They can see that this fairy curse has taken over. And then the guy's like, you need to watch out. He's going to have these episodes, they call them midnights, where he like the fairy curse kind of like affects him, and he kind of like goes crazy, and if they like the family members give in, like the fairy will like hurt and kill everyone, so they have to like tie him up, all this stuff. This is all in like the second chapter. So basically our main girl, Clover, that's her name, and she's basically like, okay, I want to find a cure for my brother. Like, he can't be like this his whole life. Like, he needs to be able to provide for my family, because her dad had passed, and so it's like he needs to be able to like take care of the farm and everything. So she finds this guy whose name is Sam, who like saved her brother and like told them that the magic exists. Finds him in like London or whatever, and she's like, I want to learn magic. Like, I want to be able to save him. And he's like, well, you could go to Camford, which is basically like a juxtaposition of like Oxford and Cambridge. It's like it's this magical, it's giving very much Platform 9 3/4, where it's like you go to those universities and then all of a sudden you're in Camford. No one really knows where this university is, and he's like, I can try and pull some strings and get you in there. Of course he does. And so now she is at this magical university, Camford, but it's very much giving Oxford, Cambridge, Old English vibes, and it's so good. And there she's meeting this kind of group of friends, and she's kind of like seeing that they are kind of interested in fairy magic just as much as she is. The rest of them is just magic, like magical normal world stuff. But fairy magic in particular, ever since the war ended, became illegal. So they're not teaching it. And so she was like, oh my god, like how am I going to find a cure if no one's going to give me information now? So now she's kind of like had her little friend group, and they all want, for their own kind of reasons too, which I feel like secrets are going to come out about that, or wanting to unearth like fairy magic, how to get a fairy to open another fairy door, a la The Scholar and The Last Fairy Door. So it's immaculate vibes. Like I'm loving the university vibes. I'm loving the friend group dynamic. It's also very interesting of like our main girl comes from like lower class English countryside. Her friends, they're all like rich proper, like they come from these magic families. So I am just like loving the vibes, and I want to see how this ends, because I think this is a standalone novel. Like I don't think there's a sequel. So I'm always intrigued about that when it's a standalone. But I'm just loving these vibes. It's getting me in such a good fall mood, and so I just want to keep reading. But that was a very long-winded explanation of how much I am loving this book so far right now. And I hope to read some of it, but I will see. But yeah, that was my little just reading check-in, not too much else. I will also show you tomorrow and everything as we're getting ready for a little dinner party. Don't know if I'll film much at the dinner party, but definitely want to show my tablescape however I figure it out, because I think that will be really fun and cool and nice. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully the next clip is me reading this book. Hopefully. This is what we got working with for the tablescape. I'm very proud of it. Hey, there's Winnie. She's sleeping. And we are coming in for a little reading update for The Scholar and the Last Fairy Door. I've been obsessed with this book. Isn't so good. I'm also in a crazy reading slump before this book, but I basically have not been able to read a book since August. It is early October now. Literally don't think I finished a single book in September. It's just been not great for me, and I have been wanting to just freaking read, and I just literally can't. So we've been on the struggle bus, and it also has been taking me forever to read this book. I've been taking my sweet time. I've been enjoying it, fully enjoying it, but I'm also at the back of my head oh my god, why can't I just finish this? I just want it to be done. Not in a bad way though, but I'm literally I need to read some books. But I think this has definitely helped cure my reading little, I have just been wanting to read, and I feel like this book has cured it. Let's do two folds. Talk about two things. Talk about the book, and then talk about my dinner party too. You saw in the last couple clips, I literally forgot to film everything. So I literally just showed the two desserts that I made and the tablescape that I created. Literally didn't show any of Jacob's amazing food. Friends came over. We had a great time. We felt so adult, so fun. This was our first time hosting, and we just loved it. We're still in our little rental house, so it's small, but she's mighty, and it's very homey, and it was just great to have everyone over. So I was definitely wiped and tired from that. So this last week, I've just been kind of chilling, and then that's when I kind of let me pick this book up, and so excited that I did, because I picked this book up maybe a couple months ago when I was in Barnes & Noble, and that was no agenda, Barnes & Noble's run, let's just go for vibes. And I picked up two really good vibey books. This one and, what's it called? The Bright Sword, I think, which is a King Arthur retelling, which I'm super excited to read, and that is I think, going to be one of my next books that I pick up. I'm kind of having October be very much mood reading whenever I feel like magic-y books, maybe some spooky books, maybe a couple thrown in there just to get with the vibe. But I'm feeling like November is going to be my King Arthur retelling month. Maybe I might not, that might not be a good idea, but I really want to read that book. And then I also kind of want to finish the Legendborn trilogy, even though I think there's more book, because I read that book when it came out, utterly obsessed with it, but then just life happened and I never really got back into it, and I picked up the second book and I literally never read it because life sometimes is interesting. Anyway, so my goal too, I have just been kind of craving being in that world and being that kind of magic system, so that's my plan for November. But let's talk about this. I have 100 pages, about 140 pages left of this book, and it's taken me on a wild journey. I feel like this writing style is also not normally what I enjoy. This writing style, I'm gonna say dense, but I have never felt dense reading this at all. Like, it is small writing and we get a lot of information. However, I never once felt like this is lagging. Like, so much is happening, because I also think that this is just a standalone. So it's gonna get wrapped up, and we do time jump, and it's in different sections, like part 1, part 2. I think there's 4 parts. So we do kind of time jump a little bit. The last third time jump I was like, oh, okay, interesting. So it's kind of like she's always moving the story along. She or they, I'm gonna have to confirm about that. Yeah, her. So the author really moves it along, the story along. Like, I never felt once like this was dragging at all. I have been hooked the entire time, and it also just gives the best vibes for October, literally it being in a magic academy, in like a magical academy, and then like learning magic and learning the world, but then also kind of at the same time learning about this fairy world, and then also going to like estates and like, so it's very much Bridgerton atmosphere. You know, that type of, it's giving the vibes of Bridgerton, but this is around like the 1920s. So it's like 1920s England, and definitely has high class, low class, like those type of vibes. So that's just kind of like the people and the world building that we're in, but it's just so interesting. Like, I'm so intrigued as what's going to happen. She also is doing a great job is kind of following 4 friends. The specific main character we're following is Clover, and it's kind of her navigating the new magical world, these new friends, and then a lot of hidden secrets that are becoming unveiled as time goes on. And definitely the last 140 pages, we are getting so much revealed to us, and I'm just very intrigued to see how this is going to end, what's going to come to light, what's not, you know. I just think it's been really fun. I'm trying to be kind of vague with it because I don't want it to be any spoilers at all. It's the perfect fall vibe. It's dark academia vibes, you know, learning magic systems, fairies, figuring out this type of different magic system in the fairy world, high class, low class society type vibes, you know, friendships, relationships, secrets, all of that is kind of mixed into this, and it is so good. And even though, like I said, the writing's dense, it's pretty fast paced, I would say, for the amount of storytelling that she has to do. And I never really feel like you're lost at any point, because it is a new world and you are kind of like learning things on your own. But I think she does a really good job of weaving the knowledge that you need within the plot lines and within the story, and you never feel like you're getting lagged behind. So with that, super excited to keep reading this. Hopefully I can finish her this weekend, and then hopefully maybe start a new book, or maybe go book shopping. I hope. I just feel like that it is very overcast out right now, and I think it's gonna drop to like the low 60s this weekend. So perfect fall vibes. Just come along for the journey. I don't know what we're doing this weekend, but you'll come with us. Could just be chilling this weekend, could be going on an adventure. I don't really know. Definitely running errands. I definitely want to go to Ulta or Sephora. I just kind of want to pick up a couple new makeup. I feel like if you were with me, I'm 27, almost 28. And I feel like us girlies, we're in late 20s, early 30s, who grew up in the like YouTube era of learning how to do our makeup from like 2014 to 2016. And that's like our base knowledge of makeup. And I feel like I kind of have had no idea what is going on since then in the makeup world or how to do my makeup. I like definitely watch TikToks and trying to be like up on it, but I just kind of want to go and get some new products that are actually going to help me achieve those things, because I am definitely one that doesn't update her makeup very regularly. I don't really wear makeup a ton because I work from home, and so a lot of times I'm not going to put makeup on until when we really go out or stuff like that. So, but I just kind of want to do just like feel good about yourself and like zhuzh up. So that's the plan for me too that I want to do. But yeah, those are the plans. Read this baby and have a cozy fall time. So let's go do it. Okay, ready? Happy Sunday morning. We're just taking Winnie on a walk, and our plan is to go to the farmer's market today. It's the last farmer's market in our neighborhood, so we thought we would go and check her out, have a little cozy time, and yeah, that's the plan for today. I also need to go grocery shopping, kind of plan for the week. I finished my book last night, so I'll do a little reading update later. But yeah, super excited. Okay, I'll bring you guys along. I don't think I caught that. Oh yeah. Okay, the lighting is so bad. Okay, we are back from the farmer's market, and I thought I'd show you what we got as the last farmer's market of the season for us. He's crying off camera. Okay, first of all, we went crazy, and we've always said we wanted to try it. We never have, but we got honeycomb because why not? It's the last farmer's market, so very excited to try that. It looks so yummy. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was a little treat. Then we're making pizzas tomorrow night for the Bears game, so we got some sausage, Calabrian. Jacob got he got some peppers to the pizza as well.
Do you mean Ardello's?
Yes, if you heard that. Correct. Did you get a tomato? Oh, this is the tomato. Right? Okay. What else did we get? We got, if you know anything, you know that New Mexico has the best green chili. And during the fall season, they roast it outside. I think I did a little clip of it. And so this is what it is. It's in a baggie. It does not look that appetizing in this form, but it's so good. Make a little sauce out of it, put it on your breakfast, put it on anything. You can see Winnie's trying to peek her head out to see what it's all about. Oh, and then we also got lavender spray because we love spraying this on our bed before bedtime. Just really nice and calming, and we've been out for a while. So we got that. And then there also was, Benny, stop. There also was a new record store. A new record store opened up. Because it's on this street that has like a bunch of local businesses on it as well. So a lot of them have stalls at the farmer's market. And this new record store opened up and they had like a spinny wheel thing. So I got a sticker and then Jacob won this mug. So that's really fun. We don't know if Paul McCartney was going to be there or not. It was very weird. Like, because he played his tour in Denver last night and on the wheel it had Paul McCartney surprise. So we don't know what that means, but I guess we'll never find out. Anyway, and then to eat, I got a breakfast burrito and a Danish, and we had a good time. But yeah, that's our little haul, and nice time. Now we're just gonna chill, probably gonna do a little Sunday reset, some cleaning, some laundry, and probably also get some reading in, because why not? But that was a little farmer's market haul, and yeah, so fun. Any last words, Winnie? Winnie? Nope. Okay. Okay. We are going on a little adventure to Ulta and grocery shopping. I think I mentioned this earlier, but like, yeah, I really don't know how to do makeup, and I feel like I don't. I do, but like, I just need some products that I feel like all the girlies are wearing right now. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take a little peruse, a little stroll, a little like treat myself, because it's been a week and I want to go buy some things for myself. So I took a photo of the list that I wrote down while I was watching TikToks, because I'm a boomer, I guess. And yeah, and then might get another fragrance. Is it Sol de Janeiro? Okay, I could be wrong with that, but anyway, this is my go-to like brand of perfumes, but I have been using like Ways, or I don't know. Also, okay, I'll put a photo up in there as well too about what brand this is. I don't know how to pronounce them, but it smells so good. I use their shampoo and conditioner, and I have their hair and body mist, and it is prime, and I'm almost out of that, so we'll just see what they have, see what the goodies are. But it's Sunday, just want to run these errands before it gets too late, and yeah, just having a chill day, man. Okay, it's a day later. Here's Winnie. She's sleeping. From my floor of my office to show you my Ulta haul, because I realized I never did when I got home. So we're gonna go through that now. This is also a weird angle, me trying to be center framed when she's more center framed than I am, and she's probably upset that I'm doing this next to her. But we're gonna push through, and that's what we're gonna do. So start with, a lot of the things that I got were more like skin prep items, because I am just wanting to like understand how to like better prep my skin so my makeup actually looks better when I put it on, because I think that's what I'm struggling with. I'm kind of relearning how to do makeup with just being a little bit older, like not in college anymore during the 2016 era of makeup. So bear with me as I'm learning how to do as I'm kind of relearning how to do my makeup. So with that, we started with the Bioma hydrating whatever gel thingy, hydrating milky toner. This is kind of a dupe for the Rhode milky toner because I went to Ulta, not Sephora. Rhode is not, they don't sell that there. So I wanted to try this out to see if I like it. My face doesn't do great with toners, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Also, a lot of this stuff is like not in its packaging anymore because I was experimenting already. So anyway, the next thing that I got was this e.l.f. Thirst Burst drops to kind of create some like some life into me. It came in this little box set with also some bronzing drops. I think these bronzing drops are probably going to be too dark for my face. I haven't tried this out yet, so. But I have these two just kind of create a glowy effect on my face. Next thing that I got, another kind of glowy, dewy product was the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glow Lotion. Just to kind of like see if this helps create any like glow underneath my makeup, or just to like wear it, you know, out. It does have mineral SPF 50, so that's good too, in case a little extra sunscreen. But I do put sunscreen on every day because I also live in Colorado where the sun is very intense, even like you're just sitting outside and it's crazy. I got more e.l.f. Power Grip because this is really good primer to sticky. It's very sticky and tacky, but I really like that because I feel like it really, my foundation really clings onto it. I also got this kabuki brush. I don't really know what I'm going to use this for. I still have to figure that out. What else did I get? I did get this, but I think I got the wrong shade. This is also the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. I also didn't realize I got so many e.l.f. products. I think it's too pale for me, which is crazy saying that something's too pale for me, but I think it is. So we probably got the wrong shade of that. But then really after that, I also did get the Mario, okay, I'm forgetting the brand name. I'll put it up here. It's their like drying lotion thing, just because I have been very stressed out lately, and my face, as you can see, has been reacting to that. And I'm getting a little bit of acne again, which I haven't gotten in a while, which is crazy because I was an Accutane girly. I have acne scars. I got really bad acne all throughout high school, middle school, college. Well, I didn't through college because I got into Accutane my freshman year of college, and really that was like the one thing that cured my acne, which is just crazy. So I got that drying lotion, just kind of like suck up some stuff and bring some zits to the surface. So got that. I also got just a new black eyeliner because we're experimenting here. And then I needed a new mascara, so I tried the L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal mascara. It's actually pretty nice. I like it. So yeah, I still have the packaging, but that is my little Ulta haul from Ulta. Probably spent too much money, but I don't care. I was in a very much a shopping mood, and so that's what I did. So excited about that. And yeah, that was my little haul. We're just gonna chill for the rest of the day. How's that sound? How's that sound, Marie? Oh my god, you can't. How's that sound? Hi. Hi. Okay, we're gonna go. She's done. Oh my god. Okay. I actually absolutely loved this book, and I was so unexpected, and I love when that happens, when you just like pick a book up off your shelf that's kind of been there for a little bit, and then you literally are hooked, and then you just literally sit down and do nothing else but read. I loved it. This book was definitely like different for me because I feel like I am such a fantasy romantasy girly, but this had elements of that, but like nothing like the normal standard, that type of genre. And so that's why I was so intrigued and like just loved this in every form. That's not a very good description. I gave this book 5 stars because it just kept my attention the entire time, and the fact that I was thinking about this book while just doing other things during the day says a lot about it. And that's what I really enjoyed, that it was like on my mind. I had to know what was going to happen, and that's what was just so good. I loved that this was very character driven. It was for sure plot driven as well, but the characters definitely were a driving force. And I feel like sometimes the books that I read, it's way more plot heavy or romance heavy, and that was like not the case here. It's just, I don't know, the author, she wove just like the plot lines with how the characters are and their character growth and who they are, just intertwining that so beautifully in between the two. And that's why I was just like obsessed with it. So basically, if you are in the mood for a magical academic setting, definitely pick this book up. This book, it does take place in a couple different areas, but a good chunk of the book is at this university that is just for like the magical people. This book is also not the normal fairy-esque book. If you liked Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, I think you should definitely read this book. This is also another book that has the fae and the fae world and then way more darker light, that they're more like creatures that humans don't really understand, and that our worlds are very different, and that they kind of come through doors, you know, kind of like Emily Wilde. That was kind of the same thing. This is like the same thing, where obviously it's in the title of the book, The Last Fairy Door, where a door has to be opened to their world to be able to come in and out. And so that was just such an intriguing factor about this too, is the fae and just who they were and these creatures. And, you know, it drew so many people in as well. And so that's why I really liked this too. I think also the setting was very intriguing to me, that I liked it so much. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not the biggest World War girly, let's just say that, but I feel like it brought the tension to this building of it being this fantasy setting, but also kind of mixed with like actual real world events. It was I kind of loved it though. And the characters were great. I loved the relationships that were built, how they were being tested all throughout this entire book. Relationships for sure tested. Oh, I have a visitor. I have a visitor. Oh. She said, "Move over, Mom. Move over, Mom." She's literally taking up this chair now. Anyway, I had such a fun time reading this. This is probably a horrible description wrap up, but I think if you want a book that has magical settings, I think October, November is a perfect time to pick up this book. I think it's cold out, grab a cozy blanket, a sweater, and just be immersed into this world. If you love academic settings, different magic systems, fae, relationships, like relationship-driven narratives, character-driven narratives, but still very intriguing plot points. It does take, it is written in the viewpoint of our main character, Clover, and how her events that are going on and everything. Like I said, I think the relationship of family, and especially like of brothers, was really, of like siblings, was really prominent in this. I think H.G. Perry, who's the author, I think her other books also kind of center around family and have that as being a main driving force for her other ones. I really am excited to pick up her other book, The Magician's Daughter, after this, because I loved her writing style. I thought it was so beautiful. Just the way she described things, I was able to be placed into these worlds so easily. Like I could picture it, no problem at all. And I love when I'm able to do that in a book. some of these books these days, you're reading it and you're like, okay, I guess I kind of know where we are. Like, I don't really know, but I had no problem completely understanding where we were, what was going on, and the characters. Just, I don't know. This book was so exciting and just a breath of fresh air, really, for kind of the books I've been reading. So I think if you have any similar reading taste to me, get a quick peek of my bookshelf, or if you've been following my channel for a while, I think this was a very fun, refreshing read, and a new favorite author has been found as well too, which I'm super, super excited about. I know she did just come out with a newer book, and I'm forgetting the name of it now, but I think it's like A Tale of Two Cities retelling vibe. However, I have not read that original story, so, and I've heard maybe it helps if you do to kind of see how she's woven that storyline into this. I'm not sure if this, I don't think this was based on anything, but I could be very wrong. But I'm definitely going to be picking up The Magician's Daughter because that sounds just as intriguing, just like more, it sounds very much emphasis on family, found family a lot, like mysteries, kind of quest type things, but definitely a whole different magic system world too that I'm excited to see if it's anything like this world or if she completes just completely new worlds for every book she writes. So that's super intriguing. So 10 out of 10, 5 stars, so excited, new favorite book, new favorite author, and we love when that happens. So with that, thank you so much for kind of watching this chaotic little fall weekend in my life, and I hope you had fun watching. And so of course, like, comment, and subscribe, or else Winnie will come get you. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I hope you had so much fun, and I will talk to you guys soon in another video. Okay,